Difference match here at Quicken Loans Arena. Finish off this road trip on last 3 games. We'd like to make that 4 in a row.
Time, but this team now. It's finally clicking on them. Really been impressive and fun to watch.
And this is the team most expected it would be. I mean, the surprise isn't what they're doing now. It's what they weren't doing earlier. Plug it away until it started to come together for them.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Cauley Stein. And it's Rondo in the point guard position. Cauley Stein kicks to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Irving drives in. It's James atop the key. Shot no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience. Surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Give me that.
Irving kicks to Love. And stolen by Cauley Stein.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And here's Rondo. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. A shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Cavaliers leading. And Smith with the stuff.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Rondo against Irving. Mozgov with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Now here's McClain time, but no scoring yet from him. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Back to Rondo. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Love. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Love's got his first points of the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of this.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kuvis checked in for Cauley-Stein. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Bellinelli, he's checked in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Cousins. Misses from close range.
They could end every possession with that shot. They'd be
scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up 7. And back in a moment as they'll get underway with quarter number 2. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Amon Shepard is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Jefferson in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. 9th in rebounds. And they're not a team that really likes to get out and run a whole lot. I mean, they're ranked only in the top 20 in fast break points. They're much more content to play a half-court game.
They don't make many mistakes. I just love the mental toughness. You saw 3rd fewest turnovers per game. Great decision-making is so valuable, particularly down the stretch. Definitely a notch in their favor.
Pick by Varejao. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here.
Got him.
Collison, notice. Here's Shumpert. Good on the 3-point shot. Shumpert's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. And it's the Kings with the ball. 11-point game. Collison dishes to Bellinelli. There's the pick. Caspi for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the Kings making a change here. McLemore is checked in. Good on the second free throw. The Kings trail by 12. The drive by Collison. Buzzed off with the block. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And LeBron throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Now James following Rudy Gay's 3-point attempt. And that one's good. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Kings. Rondo comes in for Darren Collison. LeBron kicks to Love. Second chance effort. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. No good on that one.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Sacramento. And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a... fans' perspective, hope. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. The Kings in second.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
1:46 left to play in the first half.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Caspi for 3. That's good. Caspi's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
1:15 left to play here in the half. Pass to McLemore. To the inside. Mozgov with the steal. And here comes Smith leading the fast break.
Hey.
That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Shumpert comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Irving drives in. Inside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And scoring at will, starting to pull away here.
Certainly this one's threatening to get out of hand and soon, partner.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that dish. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Shumpert. It's deflected. Here's Cousins.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he can't hit the second. To the paint. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by McLemore. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Cavaliers lead by 17. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
I don't need nobody's help. Niggas can't pop on their own. They know I can get it myself. I am the man of the match. I am the one with the bell. They know when I step in the building, but this ain't no say by the bell. My bitch on the diet, my bitch on the diet, and I be eating kimchi and kale. Smoking my loud in my room, and I don't want to cover.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Sacramento, McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Cauley-Stein is up there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the one spot.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
It's stolen by McLemore.
Dunk on Brian.
Here's Gay. And he dunks it down.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
Gay against LeBron. Stolen by Gay.
Go!
And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball.
Go!
They get it back. Another shot. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The Kings have been 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. Sacramento making some changes. Koufos checked in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Collison in for McLemore.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Rondo again, serving. Koufos the pass to Collison. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gay. And that one comes up a bit short.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Nice shot by Smith.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. And here's Rondo. He has 5. Cousins with a screen on Smith. And there's Darren Collison on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Irving from deep. Koufos grabs the miss.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Cousins. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Kings have shot 50% from the line on 10 attempts. That's a few too many misses. First one falls for him. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Shumpert comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Sacramento also making some changes. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bellinelli in for Rajon Rondo.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
deep two from Collison. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Outside jump. Down low. It's tipped. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA.
Missing
8th in rebounding, 10th in field goal percentage. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And they've been strong in the rebounding department, up in the top 10. And it's just not one guy. Really, it's been about the entire group collectively.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. And subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. The Cavaliers leading by 14.
Oh, that's
Smith for three. No good.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the dunk by James.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Sacramento. From deep LeBron. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kosta Koufos. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Collison again serving. It's stolen by Smith.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick.
Wow,
and
bro.
what good work there to get in the way of it.
See what that get you?
Outside, Bellinelli.
Way.
And he gets it to go.
Play smart.
Bellinelli's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
I'm really about to mess you up.
Irving with it. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers on top, leading by 14. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Thompson and Verija at the 4 and 5. Matthew Dellavedova is up there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in the transition.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verija. Love comes in for Thompson. LeBron, he's checked in for Richard Jefferson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. So it's the Cavaliers now. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And Shumpert slams it in.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Tommy.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Cauley Stein.
romantic. Dance. I just left the jeweler diamond dance. Damn it. Try to take it, my trouble do damage. Panic. Cause that dope down little bitch, they don't panic.
The Cavaliers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting in all cylinders. And Love throws it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there? We'll put that one
Oh, my.
tomahawk slam. I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And so here's Cleveland. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Back to Irving.
I don't want to quit. I'm going to play the whole game. That's what I always do.
From deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one. Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Clock at 6. Wide open. But they'll get another chance.
If I hit this.
Shumpert dishes to LeBron. This one for 3.
That don't count.
It's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's foul number 2 for him.
Not shy.
All right, if I make my next 3, you got to quit.
Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there. I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. Cousins with a screen on Smith. Passes it to Koufos.
Why you guarding him, man? He's not a 3-point shooter. And one.
Cousins inside. Mozgov covering. And that one's good. Cousins.
Give me that.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
The dish to Smith. Love against Cousins. In the corner, it's James.
Give me that, man. Why is you doing
tipped.
that, man?
Stolen
You
by
gotta leave,
Game.
bro. You should be playing excellent
And it's
basketball.
Irving with the rebound.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the
score so much.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Cousins with a screen for Gay.
Come on, man.
To the middle. Off the pick. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Irving from long range. The shot no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
And the rejection by Smith.
That was a good one.
Shot clock at 6.
Block this one, though.
Here's Cousins.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence
what a
in this
charge.
matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Cleveland.
So I gotta pull that 3 on you real quick, right here.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
Yeah, lagging, buddy.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead.
The lead.
And they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Smith. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Get out of here, bro. You too big.
Out of bounds.
What?
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid.
Did I win that? I thought I won that, man.
My bitch is bad, and she ain't going for that. Got every color bucking bad, just to make them bitches mad. Ball man's on the ass, booty so big I just look when she pass. I'ma let her drive the Bentley, fucking my bar jag. Most of you niggas be trippin', all of you niggas be trippin'. My nigga, what is you sippin'? That shit gon' fuck up your kidneys. Pop a pint and I come on my senses. Push up a strap in the trenches. My hoe, she